Hey guys, it's Percy and Nikki. Today we're going to be making something really special, Ackee and Saltfish. I learned to make this from one of my friends and her mom. So what you're going to need is saltfish, a green pepper, red pepper, onion, garlic, tomatoes, ackee, thyme, all-purpose seasoning, and black pepper. So what you want to do with your saltfish is first you want to soak it in the fridge overnight just to get some of the salt off, and you want to do that and rinse it at least 4 to 5 times before you start cooking it. Just put it in a little pot, depending on how much you have. Make sure the saltfish is covered, and you're just going to boil it. Boil it for roughly, I boiled mine for about 30 minutes, between 30 and 40 minutes, just to get some of the salt off of it, because it is saltfish, so it's very salty, so you're boiling a lot of the salt off. And then here's your ackee. I use 2 large cans of ackee. You can use whatever brand you prefer. I don't really have a preference. I just get whatever's available. And you want to put that in a pot and just boil it to warm it up a little bit. Don't stir it up a lot. You don't want to manipulate it too much. Ackee is very delicate, kind of like the consistency of a scrambled egg. So you don't want to manipulate it too much. You just want to heat it up and then drain it and set that aside. I use a cast iron skillet. You don't necessarily have to. You use what you have, but you want to take your diced veggies and put them in a nice frying pan that has olive oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever you want to use. You want to put in first your green and red peppers. You're going to slide those in there. Put your onions in there, all nicely diced up. Put your garlic in there. Get in there. There you go. You put all those in there because those are a little bit harder vegetable, so you want to saute those first. And I'd say saute them for about 15 to 20 minutes just to soften them up and get that fragrance going. It smells so good. I love fresh garlic. Now when you're preparing this dish, you want to chop your veggies ahead of time and get them all ready so that you can kind of put everything together in layers. So now that your vegetables are steamed down a little bit, they're a little bit soft, then the last one that you want to put in is your tomato. Throw all that in there. And you can dice them up according to how you like it. I like mine a little bit smaller. I don't like it really chunky. And then you're going to come in and you're going to stir it up a little bit. Now, normally, and most people from the islands that I know will use fresh thyme when they're cooking ackee and saltfish. I didn't have any, so I just used the dry thyme that I had. But again, you can use whatever you prefer, fresh or dry thyme. Stir. The thing about cooking that I find is that I like to season everything in layers. So even when I'm cooking the veggie and mixing with meat, I will season the vegetables as well, just so that you have the flavor going throughout. You add a little bit of black pepper, and again, sorry guys, I don't have any measurements. I kind of cook by eye sometimes, but I'd say you want to put maybe about half a teaspoon maybe, or a full teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of pepper. And then with the all-purpose seasoning that you just saw there, it has a lot of sodium in it, so I don't use a lot of it. That's probably about a half a teaspoon of that. Because remember, your saltfish is going to have salt in it as well, so you really don't need to over salt it. Then you stir it up. Make sure you got everything mixed together. All your veggies. It smells so good. I could totally eat this by itself, just the veggies by itself. It smells so good. Keep stirring it around, making sure that nothing is cooking too much on the sides or that it's not getting overcooked. You just kind of keep moving it around. And then now you're going to add your saltfish. After you've cooked your saltfish, you want to drain it and flake it. And then you're going to add it to your veggies. Again, because I'm using a cast iron skillet, it's extremely hot, so I took it off the fire to add in the rest of my ingredients, and when I mix it all together, it's still going to be warm and ready to go. Make sure you get all of it out. Get all scrape the pan, get all the goodness out of there, don't leave anything behind. It already smells delicious. Then you want to mix everything together, and now add your ackee. Now again, like I said, remember your ackee is very delicate. You don't want to stir it up or manipulate it too much because it will fall apart. So you see, I'm just like gently taking it from the strainer and putting it into the pan off the fire. And then what I'm going to do is, as they say, fold it in. I'm not going to stir it, I'm going to just fold it in. That's why I'm using a spatula instead of a spoon, just to kind of like, so that it doesn't fall apart and it doesn't get ruined. I just kind of like fold everything in together. The saltfish, the veggies that we cooked, the peppers, the onions, the garlic, your tomatoes. You put your saltfish in there, your ackee goes last, and you just kind of fold everything together. Oh my God, it smells so good. I cannot wait to eat it. I haven't had it in a long time. And my sister was here visiting, so I told her that I would make some, really because I wanted some, but she likes it too. Now, I'm a Southern girl, so you can eat yours however you like, but I like mine with grits and my little plantain on the side and a corn muffin. That's how I like mine. You can eat it plain by itself with rice or however you like. It's up to you. Don't forget, guys, to eat like the kings and queens that you are. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for always being there for us. Don't forget to go and give this a thumbs up. Thank you also for supporting Dots Naturals and supporting Percy in his music ventures. He is at abuvelore on Facebook, Instagram, and his email. Enjoy your day, guys, and enjoy your meal.